first carry for DeAndre Washington. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, Washington. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The slot man in motion right. On first, here's Washington. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
An update now on what could be a shocker in Cleveland. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. That one clearly still early, but that would be a bit of a surprise. Time running out here on the play clock. Back to throw. Warner finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. And the play clock's running down.
Here we go.
A handoff for Washington. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Warner. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Leopard!
Back to throw. Warner. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but Right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway.
No, check, Patriot! Here we go! No, check, Patriot! Gone!
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing on first down. Warner. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Slot man moves right.
Watching that, Barney!
Looking to throw on second down. Warner escaping the pressure right. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On second down, Johnson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. off the play fake. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
On play action, Prescott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Throw left side complete. It's Perry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. To the football, it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing to start the drive. Warner throwing the out route and complete. That's Williams. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Buffalo after this. The slot man in motion right. On first down, Warner. He's airing it out for Williams. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. On the toss play, this is Washington. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Third down, here's Washington. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. From the right hash, this from 53. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. Early lead in that one for the Packers. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They begin the drive with Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Johnson running right. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And Bailey able to knock it through. Second quarter in Cleveland. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And they're able to to get this one across the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Here we go.
A final shot before break. Warner. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They go play action here on first down. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Washington gets it going right. And some room to work. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards on the ground. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Slot man moves right. Play clock winding down. Looking to throw. Warner. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
And he puts it through. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Second down following the run. Shift together here from the D-line. Second down, Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll put Bryant in motion left. On third down, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harris. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Williams, a man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
In motion right is Bryant. Prescott now on second down. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Time running out here on the play clock. They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Back to throw. Warner. Going left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Leopard, Detroit, Detroit. Back 99, Philly, here we go. All right, here we go. Back 99, Philly, here we go. Check the outfield.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. A give running left, it's Washington. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up! 4 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Back there. Go! Watch it now, Barney. Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Set!
Right back to Washington. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score. And the Bears have scored again. They've got that one on cruise control. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Gun! Switch. Set!
On 1st and 10, Warner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Detroit! Now let's go! Green!
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Watch it now, Barney! Here we go now! No. Check! Patriot! Check nipple! Gun!
To throw on 2nd down, Warner. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Detroit! Gun!
On the give, this is Washington. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. And scoring again, the Saints have extended their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Throwing on 1st down, Warner. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long.
Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot!
looking to throw. Warner. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Washington on third and short, and he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On first and goal, Washington. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the carry there, a good run. And now second and goal. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll go with a keeper. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. They'll try and sneak it here. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on fourth.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on fourth down?
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. They come out here in the I. It's a quarterback sneak. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll go with a keeper. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. And now here come the Cowboys. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Prescott. Completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Prescott. Now the first down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. A second down throw for Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. Third down here. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Third and long for Prescott. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. And that one, all Packers right now, they've scored again. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. On first down, Warner. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Fresh set of downs here. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Johnson, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run it with Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. It's the fullback. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now to kick this one away. To return, it's DeAndre Washington. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the fourth quarter now. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be just their second of the year if they could hold on. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The slot man in motion right. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Jones will come now in motion right.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Sean Lee in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now Washington. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also fourth. Slot man moves right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Now, let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Here we go now. Blue 19. No. Check. Patriot. Watching now, Marty.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the fourth down in New Orleans. The gap's getting wider there. The Saints have scored again. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Bills. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Throwing to start the drive. Warner, he's airing it out for Williams. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Off play action. Warner. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 2 straight incompletions. Now the pressure's really on. Last thing you want here to start overtime, a 3 and out.
And I know that a few years ago when they changed the rules about overtime, it may have changed a little bit about how you go about things. But bottom line is, when you have the football, you never want to give it up. You want to make sure you get points on the board at a minimum and put pressure on the other team. This is a huge third down call coming up.
To throw on third down. Warner. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Bills send the punter out. On for a very important punt here in overtime. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They give to Johnson going right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. can Prescott do in the OT? And he finds his tight end, Chris Gregg. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Cowboys on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Again, it's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Two minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Prescott now from the 50. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the Bills will take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Bryant. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. They pitch to Washington, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Warner. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Now let's go. 319. 319. Right there, right there. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Warner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators...
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Halfback sent in motion. Looking to throw. Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Throwing. Prescott. And that is incomplete. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major League kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returnable here from the 38. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Warner. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joys.
Now, remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.